In this video, I'm going to show how you can take the text input control in a Canvas app and how you can make it auto expand as you keep typing text into it. Normally this isn't possible, but we're going to show a little trick on how you can make this work. So we'll switch over to my desktop right here. And the first thing that I want to show is inserting a label. Now you can use this with modern controls, but I'd recommend we're going to use a label and a text input control. I'll explain why in just a second. But if you're using this technique, you want to use either the modern label or this text control right here and the modern text input, or you'll want to use the classic text input and the classic label. So I'm going to just search the text label right here. And just because we'll need it later, let's go ahead and add in the text input control. All right. Now let me show the idea of what we're going to do. And I first need to explain that this text input control, it doesn't have an auto height feature, right? So if I hit play and I click inside of here and I start typing, even if I hit enter, it doesn't really do anything, right? The only thing that helps a little bit with this is if I click on our text input control and I turn the mode to multi-line, and I can stretch this out, right? If I hit play, I can type in here, hit enter a few times, but as soon as I add more text, this is what happens. I get this little scroll bar right here. So now let's show how the label works when it has more text in it, because the label actually has a really cool property called the auto height property, and it is right over here. So let me go ahead and first put in a lot of text. Let's type this in. A lot of different text in here. There we go. So now we've got all our different text. We've hit enter a few times for our label. And now that I've got our label selected, I'll come over here and turn on the auto height property. And notice how the label just auto expanded to let all that text be shown, right? So that's pretty cool. So if I were to go right here and add even more text, then after a moment, the label would just adjust and its height would continue to get longer, right? So we want to do that same type of functionality, but with the text input control. So the way that we can do that is actually pretty interesting. We can kind of combine these two controls together. And so how we're going to do that is we first, to make this work, you have to do this. So remember this, so important. You have to make the properties of the two controls be as exact as you can. And really what that means is the font weight, the font size, and also especially the padding, as well as the line height. Now, if you just add these straight into your app, they're all mostly the same, but something you do want to do right here in the padding is just change this to 5 in our text input control. And now these are both going to be basically the same, right? The last thing we want to do is make sure the width is the same. So that's probably the most important one. So let's go ahead and do our text input control. Let's just make the width be 300. And for our label, let's make its width be 300. Now here's the other cool thing we're going to do is the text property of our label, we're going to set that to the text property of our text input control. And I think you'll see why. So let's go over here and we will type in text input 3.text. Awesome. Now, of course, we also want to have the auto height property turned on with our label. And now the next thing we want to do, let me just move our label over here, is now that we've set the text of our label to the text of our text input control, we're now just going to set the height of our text input control to the height of our label. So as the height adjusts right here, because it has the same text, same formatting and everything as our text input control, this height of our label will match the height of our text input control. So they'll match each other and they'll just both adjust at the same time. So it's very interesting. Let's go over here to our text input control go to the height, and we'll click right here to bring that height property up. And we're going to say this is the label 1 dot height. Wow, label 11 dot height. Okay, not label 1. That's amazing. Okay, awesome. So now that we've got that in there, sometimes the thing that I like to do is just add a little bit of extra, because it still gets a little messed up, right? This is an interesting workaround with this solution. But what I like to do is just add a little bit extra height. So sometimes you need to add like 25 is a good estimate right there. Okay, let's add the label's height plus 25. All right, so now what we're going to do, we've got this. Now let's test it out. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And we're going to go like this. And I'm going to say, I love Legos so much. Pretty cool, right? So as I keep typing, I can hit enter. I can type really long sentences, right? And it's just adjusting as I keep going, right? This is really cool. Now the last thing that we need to do is just hide our label. So the thing that we can't do is turn the invisible property to false. So if I click false, we'll go right here. Notice how it looks like it's going to work, but then as you keep typing, it just adds the scroll bar, right? So kind of sad. But if we come back here, go to our label, turn the visible property to on, all of a sudden it adjusts, right? So it's not that easy. It's almost that easy, but it's still pretty easy, to be honest. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to grab this label and drag it right underneath the text input control. So just how this text input is above the label right here, you just want to make sure the text input control is above the label. And if you really wanted to, you could make the text color of the label be like white or something, right? So you probably don't really need to do that, but maybe you can do that just in case. So now we'll hit play. We will take all this out and say, I love to build Legos so much. Smiley face. All right, it's pretty cool. So this tip is actually one of the tips that I like to share in our advanced app builder training. If you're building basic apps and you can't quite build those complex apps just yet, you're watching a lot of YouTube videos, maybe just like this one, and you're trying to piece them all together, right? That's what this whole training program is for. It's a 5-day challenge where we'll build a whole advanced Canvas application together, and you'll be able to really piece all those things to make a complex advanced app that actually works. So check that out, as well as our other trainings. We have corporate trainings and one-on-one mentorship and a lot of awesome stuff. I'll put a link to that training in the description down below. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.